Live alright, gonna raise a glass and say, hey, here's to the ones that we got. Oh, cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Bring back memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones that today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the drinks bring
too is the fact that he's got an incredible voice.
Lovely voice.
Oh my God. Jesus. Rune 5 with Memories. Good. Welcome to it. This is KG Live. Technical difficulties are just part of everyday life. But we'll get through it. My name is KG. If you're wondering who the hell I am, that guy there is a guy attached to his beard and his arms, but he does have a name. His name is Mo. What up, dog?
What am I talking?
Oh, Sharp and Jack.
Easy, dog.
Easy, man. Get sharp and grand.
Man.
Hey? That's all we can be thankful for. You know what else I'm thankful for?
Yeah.
Go King. Cape Town.
Oh.
Backwards, what's the other one that's close?
Nelson Mandela Bay.
Nelson Mandela Bay.
Yeah.
No, I'm very happy that I'm
Yeah,
not.
but we need to be careful also. It seems like we're heading in that direction as well.
Well, yeah. Hey, second wave. Second wave. We're social distancing here, right? Because Mo stays there. Mo's always trying to get close to me, and I'm like, yo, yeah, COVID is a whole other thing. But anyway, it is 7 minutes past 8. We're with you all the way till 10 a.m. We've got a great show lined up. We're going to enjoy ourselves, have some fun. We hope that you're going to have some fun with us as well. You are allowed to comment, and please do comment on 0609225860. That's where you send your WhatsApp messages to. You also comment on whatever platform you're watching on. So if you're on Periscope, that's where you're at. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, wherever it is that you're watching and listening, feel free to comment on today's topic, which we'll share later on. We'll let you in on what it is that we've got planned for the show in a bit. We just thought, let's just say hi. Let's say hi to the other children. Yeah, because I've been telling Mo that he's a rude human being, just generally speaking. I get it, Joyce, but I like it.
You're listening to KG. You're listening to KG.
eduze kwami ebusuku kunyabanda mawungekho eduze kwami sana mawungekho eduze kwami ebusuku kunyabanda mawungekho eduze kwami Hangalong bambe 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 Hangalong bambe 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 Hangalong bambe bambe Hangalong squeeze squeeze Hangalong bambe 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 Hangalong bambe 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 Long bambe 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 Hangalong bambe bambe Hangalong squeeze Hangalong bambe 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 Aglalagi masambeli Aglalagi masambeli Siyo jagana mhlanje Kuyo kiwan mhlanje Aglalagi masambeli Aglalagi masambeli Siyo jagana mhlanje Kuyo kiwan
You're listening to KG. You're listening to KG. You're listening to KG.
amehlo ujonge abakululanga gagazi omabumanga izakhono zakho neziphiwo zakho azuphelelanga omabumanga zokhanyisela ibe mhlophe indlela lizophumela zalikhumbuza omabumanga isonzabeko lizophumela fanana sonzabeko sonzabeko lizophumela fanana sonzabeko sonzabeko lizophumela fanana sonzabeko sonzabeko lizophumela fanana sonzabeko.
You're listening to KG. You're listening to KG. You're listening to KG.
Nobody's died in Miami because of this song.
Mfana, but like Shapatwala,
You've been alive for a very long
Just
time.
revealed my
Whoever
age.
Twalata.
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 Yeah, I know.
Even my tongue can't even pronounce it. Twalata. Twalata. Confused. The Xhosa version is Quentin Harris.
Yep.
We Are Lonely.
How about a jam, boy?
Came from the Studio Apartment album. Love this jam. Like, if you don't love this jam, you're a hater. This song is incredible, man.
Yeah, Labara or the house music, but
Bonner,
yeah.
even if you're lonely, you feel better. Like you just like, okay, Kishap, I'll be okay. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
26 minutes past 8. This is KG Live. Love this song. Hope you're loving it as well and loving the rest of the songs we're playing for you this morning. Still to come later on in the show, of course, we've got an interview and we'll tell you a little bit about her. She's an author and educator, Phumza Shabangu. But also, of course, the rest of the features coming into play. So Jamie's Jam, she gives us her motivation for the morning. But not just that, she also then gives us a song to go along with it. I wonder what it's going to be because it's more December now. And when the second wave.
But Jamie is always exciting. It's always exciting.
Yeah, no, she gives us hope. Hope in the future. Then, of course, we've got the health fix.
Yes, but we're talking about cutting versus bulking.
Cutting versus bulking.
When, why, and how to do it.
If there's a topic that nobody will like really be upset with you or like argue with you about is around bulking, they'll look at you and go, oh, okay, he might know a thing or two about bulking. He has that look. And then of course we've got our topic that we invite you to be a part of because this is your show, not ours. 0609225860. You might have seen it scrolling across this about it just Nodilas. We will talk about it, but for now, just know that that's the number 0609225860, where you send your WhatsApps to, or you simply comment on whatever platform it is that you're watching /list on. That being, we are very grateful people here. More so now because we made it to December.
Hey, dude, that December.
Negele worried at some point. Go she will get my money at December gas if you can pinch a December. No, it's not the true feet. Negele worried to
there was a stage in number 9. I was like, God damn.
God damn.
Shit is getting real.
It's a lot.
God, it's hot.
For the gratitude moment. Brought to you by Suzuki Bus.
Oh, we're having a family day. Family. I'm grateful for
I feel
family.
like you just freestyled that.
Yeah,
One. Are you really grateful for family?
I'm grateful for family.
Okay.
Yeah, these are not, I mean, I have opportunity to chill with the whole family.
That's also true, yeah.
The whole family is going to be together today, having a You.
Zembele Honan, I feel like you're
Yes.
locked down. It'll be so sad.
Yeah.
But anyway, we continue with the show. What are you most grateful for? Take a moment, think about it. What do you choose to be actively grateful for? Share it with us. We are happy to hear it. 060-922-5860. And because we love you, you deserve some horns.
You're listening to KG.
can say is if she doesn't know this song, she's too young. Too young. Run away. Run away.
Jam though.
It
I'm
is.
up for it. You in the mood today?
Wait till you. I get you guys. So here's the
What
thing.
about Thomas?
Mola to me are always talking about like how I play old people songs or I play emo songs. Fandaka keep prepared.
Kuro Shabile research.
Get ready. All my Soul Candy albums.
I didn't even know you knew the songs. Maybe the Google.
What a wow! What a wow! Anyway, Cafe de Flore. Dr. Rocket.
No, it's a jam. The original is quite good as well.
Why is it more when he's basically showing off that he's a little more sophisticated than just muscle, right? He'll say things like that. He'll be like, "Yeah, you know the original, right? I've got it on vinyl. Yeah, nigga. Okay, sharp. You got it on vinyl. Boo hoo hoo hoo.
You know, I've got a sophisticated taste.
It's
You
sophisticated.
know that's my shit.
I'm saying, right?
Don't hate.
I'm not hating. I'm not a hater.
Don't
Me,
hate,
never a
don't
hater. Never a hater. Later, Pumza Shabangu coming through. We'll talk a little bit about her authoring career, what her plans are, and of course, what she has written of late, and why you should care, because that's also an important thing. in the meantime, though, let's talk.
Let's talk about this.
Let's,
Looking forward to this.
let's get this off our chest.
All right.
Tell me, when did you realize that life is not a movie?
When did I realize that life is not a movie?
Yeah. Because there's always that moment in
When I got my first ass whipping.
when you realize you can't bang doors like, boom, this is not your house.
No. Bruh, listen. That moment changed my life forever. I was like, oh shit. God damn. They can do that?
Yeah, this is not how it happens in the movies.
I thought you loved me. You know?
That's hilarious. That's the funniest thing.
You know when your mom smacks you and you're like,
I thought you loved me. I thought you loved
did
me.
you just strike me? have thou just striketh me?
If you spoke like that, that's a damn show.
Right now?
When did I realize life is not a movie? I think it's also something. That's probably it. I think it was also when my mother looked at me and I realized.
That would change shit up real quick.
I think it's when she hit me. I was not ready because in my head it was gonna play out like it plays out in
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
I was gonna throw a tantrum. I was gonna walk off and I was gonna shut my door.
Because now that moment shows you what not to do. Now you're careful. Now, that moment, you thought you were on Clyde now. Nah, dog. After that, you're like, oh shit.
Okay, so here's the question to you. When did you realize that life is not a movie? For Mo and I, it's when both our mothers gave us ass whippings. When we're like, okay, sharp, okay,
Yeah, no,
okay, there's no
yeah.
banging of doors here. There's no storm outs.
My ass hurts right now.
You know what was worse? What sucked about that?
Yeah.
Was that your white friends, if you had like white friends, their life was clearly a movie because
They could.
I remember the first time I went to like one of my white friends' like houses, right?
Yeah.
And then he was, firstly, I was shook because he was calling his parents' Scotty first name. And I was like, wait a minute.
Did he just say Caroline?
Like, why? Exactly. I was like, firstly, I was like, who's Caroline? Because that's mom. In my house, that's mom.
That's Mrs. Jackson.
Yeah, exactly. And then he would just swear abruptly, "You fuck, man." I was like, no, we don't do that in my house. How do you that? How is he not dead right now?
You know when you have white friends, you get scared for them. And
Yeah.
then you realize that their parents don't do anything. You just go, how?
Fall. And then you can
I'm
go
going to go, I'm going to do that.
and you try and do it at home, and you know, you get your ass whipping.
Get there. Fuck, mom.
If,
And she's like, oh, really?
no, John, I want to hold me back. You know, your mother says, hold me back. You know what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So the question is, when did you realize that life is not a movie?
Yeah,
The
tell
second time I realized that life wasn't a movie, what was finances?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. When
That will teach you.
Hey, rent and charge.
Yeah, no, that will teach you.
When you sign that lease, where shall or get right back like because something get half.
No, that will teach you. That will teach you.
Yeah.
I know that will teach. I get to know these things go in phases. So I'm talking about the first phase, the realization.
Okay,
that
okay.
that life is in a movie.
That's
So
all right.
no, Oh, go tlonyiwa.
Goraf.
Yeah, moving forward.
Moisi, a go monate.
If you don't step in the right, if you don't do the right things, go tlonyiwa mpanaka. Go tloba blind.
And Amaroi's life has a movie, guys.
No, it's not.
Although this year has been a movie because this year I never.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. This year doesn't count. This year should be rewritten.
Let me jolly na lo bontsha gore life has.
You're listening to KG. You're listening to KG.
I'm not.
You're listening to KG. You're listening to KG.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost. Don't know where. Cause the drinks bring back all your. There's a feel like December. When somebody say your name.
I've been globetrotting, making missions around the world. Now I want any other girl you are. Let's have some children. Go look up, go betcha.
Get his number. If you didn't know, get his
Aziyawa,
number.
no.
Now you know.
Adiawa no.
Yo,
They went.
comes out a small.
Aye.
Wizkid, Burna Boy, Casper.
Burna.
All on one song.
Burna.
Sponono.
Lenyora.
Sponono.
Yeah.
Sponono. Sponono.
King Spono.
Sponono. Skin friendly. Sponono is a beautiful thing.
Sounds like a beautiful
It's a
thing.
beautiful thing. It's a really, really beautiful thing. Sponono.
Hey.
And then there's people that
Hey,
think it is Sponono.
Hey, the thing, yo.
No, get it Sponono. No.
He didn't know. No.
Nope.
Like Mbana.
Anyway, brings us to
Punchline.
9 o'clock. It is now time for us to talk all things health, holistically speaking.
Yep.
Brought to you by. Wait a minute. Brought to you by Juluka.
Yeah, the health fix.
Time for the
My
health
boy,
fix.
we're talking about cutting versus bulking. The reason why I want to talk about this is actually very specific to you because you've been on this journey.
I don't like where this is going. So
So
what is this?
the Shapile transformation.
Yeah, you know, I've done well. Dog. I've done well. I'm proud of myself. I look at myself in the mirror and I go,
Yeah, you did,
KG, you've done well. You've done okay.
you have. You've done pretty well, my
Yeah.
boy. So we're talking about cutting versus bulking. What it means to bulk, why you would do it, how you should do it, and when you should do it.
Okay,
Okay, let's start with the bulking. So if
let's go for it. You know, when things happen to you, I'm looking back, I'm like, wait, there's a message like that message here needs to be attended to. The person who should be attending to it is not aware that there is an issue, but it's okay.
this man.
Yep.
So bulking. So when would you bulk? So usually bulking is for our skinnier counterparts. Asimbo Rona, so
Yeah.
Rona, I get it. We were born
Bulky.
We were born bulky. So for people who are trying to gain body weight or body mass, and muscle at the same time.
Okay.
So that would entail eating a lot. So your caloric surplus of around 10%.
Surplus.
Which
So if
means
you were to speak in normal language, what is that?
yeah, eat more calories.
Basically bulking.
Yeah, is eating more calories than you lose.
Okay,
while
but
still gaining muscle.
isn't that called getting fat?
No, I get a lady just that thing with the head. You know, you don't just.
I think as soon as you said calories, I was like, this guy is encouraging people to have calories. Like, what the hell? How does that work?
No, we'll talk. That's another. Another conversation for another day.
Aha, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so for you to bulk on more calories
Then you burn.
than you burn.
Yeah.
Okay, with you.
And so hit the gym. It's resistance training all the way. That means heavy weights, which puts strain on the muscle and
Okay.
forces it to grow, to bulk up, to bulk.
What do the calories do from a muscular point of view?
Protein,
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
right?
I mean,
Yeah.
eat and then gym.
Eat and then
essentially.
gym. And
Okay.
then when you're satisfied about the weight that you're at, and then you want to cut it down, obviously the process of cutting. This is what you went through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, instead of when you in the bulking process, you do as little and we do what we call supersets in the gym. So that's one of the ways that you can get.
Is there a set, a prescribed amount of, cardio that one should be?
You should start doing it 2 to 3 times a week. So you
Okay.
should include cardio 2 to 3 times a week in your gym program. Coupled with higher reps than you would do when you're bulking in
Okay,
the gym.
yeah.
And then you do cardio like in the evening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, there you have it. If you want to bulk up, you know what to do. Eat more calories than you are losing,
Yeah.
but then also do resistance training.
Exactly.
All right?
So when you're cutting, you do the exact opposite.
Eat
so
less.
You burn more calories than you eat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the process I'm in now.
Yeah.
The rest of the body it's just this part here, this
And
box
then
of mine.
obviously, as the show goes on, we'll go into the themes of intermittent fasting, how that works, and how that contributes to.
I tried intermittent fasting. It actually helped because it helped me drop, I think, 10 kilograms
Yeah.
at a point. where it was like, okay, as I did before, plus I'm hungry.
It's just a part of the process.
Okay.
You just need to know how to
Part, I don't know about that.
G. You're listening to KG. You're listening to KG. You're listening to KG.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it. No kidding. Breaking down a swish in front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his hole, nigga. But you know how it go, nigga. I'm front line every time, 100 pro flow. Run and shoot pro, 458 drop. So every few holes at the circle got smaller, everybody can't go. District jewelers like yo. Music at the Mayan ruins. True devotion on the bluest side. Can't express. For you clever niggas. See, bro, you ain't living down by the street code. Been through all these motions up and down like a seesaw. I can never view you as my equal. Fuck, I wanna hear your CD folk. I'm finna take it there. This time around, I'ma make it clear. Spoke some things into the universe and they appear. I say it's worth it, I won't say it's fair. Find your purpose or you wasting there. Fuck it though, y'all niggas scared. Eyes open, I can see it clear. They don't make them bar none, they don't make them real. They don't make it where I'm from, they don't take it here. They ain't seeing due time, I be making meals. Bossed up in this game, I've been making deals. Get your lawyer on the phone, we can make it real. I got checks and balance, I flex dramatic. Another 50 on my neck, just my reckless habit. Ain't no pussy on my rap, disrespect is savage. I make one phone call and the rest get handled.
Mr. Napoleon Hill. Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Okay.
It would be The Measure of a Man.
Okay.
It's written by Sidney Poitier.
Okay.
And then it would be, it gets tricky just because now I'm like, I love all these books. Which one do I
I
put
want
in
to
the
add a
top
book
three?
on there actually.
Which is?
Okay, it's the book which I read in high school. I still love that book. Small book.
Yes, Mo does read. I know it's surprising, but he
called
does read.
Maru.
Maruapula.
Hey,
Ow!
I love that book.
I never read that book. I just knew of people who'd read
And
Maruapula.
that's the only novel I do like.
Marnani skolo sa rena ne se sa bo ma- Maru. I don't
Nna ke
know.
lena le ke ne ke dipolo tsa di-cheese boy.
Hey, nna ke cheese, John. Nna ke cheese. Don't speak like
Yeah.
that.
Cheese boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maru, what is Maru about?
Maru is about
It can't be about rain. I know that.
Maru is about this guy, main character Maru.
Oh, so there's a guy called Maru.
Yeah, in
I had a
the
guy
book.
called Maru in my school.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe we never work again.
When I thought, well, I'm going to tell you, he's the fastest guy in the school.
Really?
I was like, who's chasing you?
When you're the first guy, go PTHS.
Tell Nava. I was like, nigga, slow down. Why are you running so fast?
Shit. I got to make some out.
Nava.
Man, never let off.
Bona, hey, ke batla ho bua le foko le nka se le bue. So what you still telling me about, so
Yeah.
what goes on in
Maru. Maru. I haven't read it in such a long time, so I forget the character name. So him and his best friend fall in love with one woman.
Abegan.
Maru is the more mature of the two. The best friend, dog, is always getting women. You know,
It's Jabana.
It's Jabana.
It's
But
Jabana, it's
ultimately,
Khunu.
he also falls in love with this woman,
Yeah.
who is Maru's girlfriend at the time, and then turns into wife. But still, the dude is in love with.
No player. You can't be in love with my wife.
Exactly.
That's
dog.
awkward. Does Maru know this?
Maru knows this. Now they're competing for this chick, but they're still boys. But I'm just thinking,
How are they competing? Maru Munyata again?
are you still boys really if you're competing for? If you can?
Yeah, I think the answer to that question.
I think that book was a bit too deep for high school. But anyway.
I was also like, wait, thinking maybe it's a good thing I didn't read it.
Yeah.
I went to a boys only school, so it would have been a bit
Should have
awkward.
just said Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
Mind you, that's not a bad book.
Good book.
Not a bad book at all.
Good book.
I should actually buy people books for Christmas. If you know me, you're getting a book. Y'all need to read.
I like giving books as
Baba
presents.
Tandi whiskey, Taba sharp.
I like giving books as presents.
Is it?
Yeah. Whether people read them or not.
Get someone hits it.
Someone hits it.
Well, I hope Maru's friend got over it. See what I did there?
You're listening to KG.
Spoos. You got a chance to interview her many moons ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Had such a crush on this lady.
Dude,
Sure.
she hugged me and I was like, please
Such a
don't make
beautiful
me
lady.
go. Did I say that out loud? No, but she was cool. She was such a chill chick. I think she's sort of taken a
Sabbatical.
from this entertainment thing.
Uh,
Good for her, man. Good. 4 minutes past 9.
No,
This is
chill it,
KG
bro.
Live. Hold on, Onyetse Sharp.
Yeah.
Jadlala. Maybe she's made her own money. You see, when you start saying people Onyetse Sharp, you make it seem like it's about it's
you know when you can take sabbaticals.
yeah, you can't just sabbatical. Sabbaticals come with money. They
You
really
can't
do.
just be I'm taking sabbaticals.
No, it doesn't work like that. 0609225860 is where you get a hold of us. You send your voice notes there. The question we're asking this morning is simply this: when did you realize that life ain't no movie?
Yeah.
Because there's a point where we all think that life is a movie. Especially when you hang out with white friends.
And then
Because white friends get to slam their doors and be like, Mom, yes, such a do. Mom, just such a do. And then whenever you think it's going to happen in your house, until you realize, no.
yeah, no, that shit don't fly in the black household.
Game yo, tlalu akon ntle, ay, tlalu ka eng.
Get your ass real quick.
Yo. When did you realize that your mother was sharp and like maybe that's another question. What rap?
I was 12 years old.
Is it?
I remember.
Sure, it's such a vivid.
I think I remember the
you're,
date.
you are so clear on the date. It's actually incredible. I was.
I think I remember the date too. I just saw a boot flying.
Oh, you saw it coming. Naki ukulele peli before I heard. It was like pa king.
And I duck it, but I wasn't quick enough.
Oh, shame.
I was like, yo.
You're so ambitious. I love your ambition. I appreciate your ambition. I'm sure your mother appreciates your
Hey man,
ambition.
you mean swantse zame. Come on, bona re ikili fumo. I get swantse no blocker.
Yo, the one time my mother and Chapaka, they're in Yamudi ceiling. Bimele was in Yamudi.
Oh, yo, no, you really.
No, when you're being quiet now, it seems awkward. Because
Oh, no, you really-
don't be awkward. I need to like really enjoy it. Now, my lady
That
Chapaka.
wasn't even punishment. That borders on abuse.
Oh, really? Okay, well, Mama, Barong abuse it,
I'm
Mama.
abuse.
Kimo. And then Mama can lose, so she's gonna come back strong.
You know, no abuse. No. Mama had no abuse.
Mama Khadum Khurisi, it's fine. When we come back, we are talking books, but not so much books. The journey of authorship, because or is it authoring? I don't even know what the technical term is. We're going to talk about it, but
About
also
to find out.
yeah, actually. Pumza Shawangu, she's sitting right by that chair. You can see her clearly.
Wow. Okay.
She didn't know that you could see her, but now she knows. Okay.
Now I know.
We're going to talk about a book. She's written a series of books. I mentioned a couple of them earlier on, and we'll talk about what inspires those characters, because some of these characters have got a lot going on in their lives. Woo! Sure. I imagine if I go to a house with a glass of wine or a bottle of wine.
Those are the story.
Yes, sir.
story.
They must have come somewhere.
Yes.
So stick around. She'll be chatting to us now. In the meantime, here's some Pride. Osunlade. Good morning.
I am a man. I am a father.
I played your Usunlore.
And you still play the rock.
Oh wow, gratitude. Why about that gratitude? Thank you, Mutomunsu. As my mother used to say, thank you, Mutomunsu. This is the thank you
for
get.
one simple song and you play the wrong one.
Sis Pumza, don't you just want to take over? Like I feel like we're looking for a new hope.
But thanks,
That ad just went out.
thanks for the attempt.
Sorry, I'm available.
Oh, thanks for that attempt now. Thanks for that attempt. Anyway, we're switching Mo's mic off and we're just going to Pumza for the whole thing.
It's tough.
It's tough. Survival of the fittest contract, right? It's a rough thing.
Every opportunity you grab.
But her name, she's Pumza by Saint Gishabangu. The rest she'll fill in as we talk. She's our guest for the morning.
You're good, I know.
I'm alright.
Why was this all of a sudden?
I can use it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm Zomzuru Mkosa, so
Wow, what Papa man?
might as well.
Wait, what am I?
Test his toes.
Hey.
Yeah, where the
How are you,
clicks?
Sis Pumza?
Find out you.
Alright, man.
Meet in the middle.
Through your books, man.
Awesome.
You're writing some heavy stuff there.
Awesome. Yeah, I am.
Your characters,
Your
I mean,
characters are a lot.
It's hectic.
So where does that come from? Tell us.
It's coming from a crazy imagination.
Yeah.
As a child, that fed to me by my grandparents. The
now you're actually blaming the
nightly
grandparents.
storytelling, reading books,
Yeah.
Xhosa books. Which educated my grandparents. So, but every night there was a book read. So that for me cultivated the love of reading.
Oh wow.
And then I grew up just loving books.
Let's go there. Where's home? I mean, I want to paint a picture. Paint a picture for what home looked like.
Your home for me for the first 11 years of my life was in the rural of Eliosdale.
What the
Eastern
hell is
Cape.
Eliosdale?
It's an Eastern Cape. And the little town is Xhosa, because it's not Eliosdale, it's the English one. It's Xhosa. And then the place was Miller Mission. We're close to like a Presbyterian mission. But I mean, we were as rural as we get.
Yeah.
I mean, everything in our school, in our primary, was taught in Xhosa. Like your maths, your English, everything was taught
Did you
in
know you could
Xhosa.
teach maths and Xhosa?
Imagine learning science class. That's nice.
They're tough. So it's like,
Your math skills must be on some other level.
they are not, because now the paper's gonna come in English and you're like, what is this?
Wow.
So the English language for me was non-existent for a while until I moved in to stay with my mother in a small town, King Lemstown, but the Bisho, if you know.
okay. Oh, Bisho.
Bisho, yes.
Hey.
So from 11, I was the...
And what was life like that? Because I'm asking these questions because I'm trying to find where the source of these characters comes from. They're so beautifully painted, so complex, so layered.
For me, it's that traveling, because then I didn't stay in one place. From there, I think I stayed with my mother for 4 years. Life was difficult to adjust, from Ezilaleni to now a small town. We have to now be this different person. And the school that they sent me to now was English speaking. So another challenge, because you have to translate.
Now you're answering the questions in Xhosa.
Translate it on when it comes out, it's
So
something
now you have to buy English data bundles.
my data bundles were gone. But because, I don't like to be, outsmarted by anything. So I'm like, as language, I'm going to master this. Come hello, I want to. So I did. Wow. And I moved to Richards Bay. From Richards Bay, I moved to Joburg. But I also traveled a lot with my first job, because I was working for an airline.
Okay.
So I got to see different people and meet different people. I traveled with the airline. So I am well traveled, but I think my characters mostly come from my reading, because when you read, even if you don't go anywhere, you are traveling through spaces, through the books.
You're taking to moments, to places.
You get to know different cultures, different people, and all of that, because that imitates life.
Yes.
So whatever you write, you draw some inspiration from live, situations. So I drew my inspiration from them.
And then comes the moment, I assume, where you realize that I have to put this out. Yeah. I have to. There's a thing that's compelling me to put this out. What was that moment? When did it happen? Was it a progression of
It was a progression, because most of my life I've been journaling.
Yeah.
So I have like a case of different journal throughout, stages in my life.
Yeah.
But I think the moment came when I was grieving for my mother in 2015, because then I needed an outlet to just do something else besides listen to my thoughts and my grief and all of that. So I was like, how about writing a book? And it's a story that's been in my head, I think, since 2000 and it was in early 2000 when I was watching Oprah and seeing this man who was
This is with Unspoken Truth,
Unspoken
right?
Truth.
Okay.
There was this man on Oprah who was being interviewed. Apparently, he was like a pastor who was in a relationship with a wife for 18 years, and they divorced because he fell in love with another man. So
Tabekana.
Yo.
yeah,
Indaba engaka?
inkulu indaba lapha
Yes,
kwesibali.
yes.
So I was like, for me, it's inspired because their journey
Kamkhulu, wekho.
of how they became friends with the wife, and the kids had to adapt now with the new normal of them having 2 dads and all of that. But I was like, I wondered how would that be like, the picture of that be like in South Africa, with our culture and all of that. So I was just like, maybe I can write this book. That was back then. It's been in my head. So when I decided to write a book in 2015, that's a story that came to mind, that this is a storyline that I'm going to write about.
And then when you sit down and actually start writing, because I'm always fascinated, like the writing process itself
I was
is an
about to ask
inspired
that
one,
question.
right?
Yeah, I was about to ask
Go
that
ahead,
question,
go for it.
No, I was actually about to ask about that process. So when you sit down and open your laptop and start typing, what goes through your head?
Do you even on a laptop? Do you start writing?
No, I opened the laptop first.
Okay.
I opened the laptop and I wrote the first chapter.
Yeah.
And then just words came. I honestly, I don't know where it came from, but they came. Before I knew it, I was 3 chapters in.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, let's structure this, because now I'm just writing and writing. And I need to see how this is going to go. Who's this person? What's their family? Who's this one? What's their family? What's their journey? How do I develop this character? Came later, like 3 chapters in, because it was just coming. And I think that has been my journey. Yeah. I will be inspired. It would be like one spark of a character. Once I start writing a first paragraph, it just keeps coming. And I won't tell you, like, if you were to ask me now if I'm in chapter 1, where you gonna go with, I can't tell you. I don't know how it's gonna end. I don't know how this character is gonna travel. It comes to me and final end. And then when I have to deal with my editors, it's like, no, this is a lot of rubbish. Like this.
Yeah, go back.
This doesn't make sense. So what are you trying to say here? So it will come together eventually. But I mean, it's an process, because there's a spark of inspiration you get.
You then tell the first story, right?
Yes.
I would imagine, like with artists as well, we've asked them this question. You have that first album, that first body of work that you put out to the world. It is well received. You get the emails, you get the WhatsApps, you get the Facebooks that people are saying, wow, what a beautiful story. And now you have to write the next one.
Yeah.
There's pressure that comes with that.
Too much.
How do you allow yourself to not try to tell the same story, or try and live up to the pressure of book 1 and be true to the next story?
It's a difficult one, because that pressure is there, and it's like at the back of your head that you have to now outdo. You have to, and with books, bookish people are snobbish, so they.
Wait, whoa! We have to give that horns.
Yeah, because
you said it, not us.
I can imagine, because it's fiction, the creative process is difficult than when you're writing any other genre.
Yes,
you know what I mean? So
you want it to be relatable.
Yeah.
You don't want to be too far-fetched with your story. At the same time, I mean, you make these characters up in your head. And now you have this feedback from the bookish people, the bookish people that are bookish.
The ones you just called snobs?
I mean, they will tell you their feedback, and they will tell you what they think of their work. Fortunately for me, the feedback that I got came with, good building criticism. I said, because it was my first book, self-published and everything. I said, you know what, the storyline is great. It's gripping. It's all of that. It's the technicalities that, maybe you could do a bit of work.
And what specifically? So when they say technicalities,
Technicalities,
what
maybe
was?
in terms of proofreading.
Okay.
In terms of there was one character, some they felt that she wasn't developed well, and understood that because I think it was the wife in the book. I think for me, my love was for the two guys. So
You didn't spend enough time with the wife.
Spend enough time with the wife to develop her. So they could have. There was more story there. You could have taken it this way and all of that. But other than the proofreading process, I think because that was the icky part for them. And so with the second book, I was like, now you have to more growth with the characters, more development, and you have to now work on the flow, how it flows, and all the proofreading and all of that.
Okay.
So I always try and outdo the previous book. Even with the latest one, I'm trying to outdo the two one.
And the latest one would be Strum My Pain.
Strum My Pain.
Can we say something?
Dude,
Yes, say
so we were talking about these titles.
Your titles, man.
So
Hey,
we're talking about what? Ravaged Soul.
Ravaged Soul.
Sure.
Do you think of the title first and then I wonder how it goes, or do you just one day say?
You have an idea of the story, like it's an idea.
Yeah.
Then the title for me is important because the title for me has to be gripping. When you look at this book in the shelf, you'll be like, whoa.
Yeah,
What
no,
is this?
that would catch that would definitely catch my eye.
So yeah, if it's just a bland title, there's a lot of books, so it has to stand out. So for me, it's unspoken truth. It speaks for itself.
Sure.
It's unspoken truth. That's the nature of their relationship. But Ravaged Souls,
Sounds like a movie title.
what
Starring an unspoken truth.
the
Coming this summer.
the characters in this one went through the most.
Yeah.
Which one is it now?
Ravaged Soul.
Oh, Ravaged Soul,
They
yeah.
lost the child that they've been trying to conceive for over like 5 years.
Mm.
So, and the accident was caused by the wife.
Ooh, how do you
So,
forgive?
Exactly.
Whilst knowing it's an accident as well.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I mean that and I
What brought that story?
I was at the height of my grief then.
Okay. Mm.
So I suppose I was miserable. And second,
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a happy story.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like I just recently fallen in love and then
That's heavy.
And at the same time, there was something on the news about someone who reversed out of their yard and they hit their child. So those are the inspiration that will take to write a story. So I wrote that, and
So
it's hectic.
You are self-published, you say?
Yeah.
Right. And I'm looking at the covers of your book. So you do the creative process. You go through that as well. So you design the design
I
of the
design
books.
with designers, but I'm not that talented, but I'm lucky enough to get my vision, graphic designers that will get my vision, because then you can't just say, oh, I have a book, it's Ravaged Soul, can you design a cover for me? You have to go through and specify exactly what you need, and with this one, it was my first one. I let him have leeway with it. It's like because I wasn't sure exactly what I was looking for.
Okay.
But these two, I was specific about what I wanted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So one of the things that I'm curious about, right, is the feedback that you get from people who've immersed themselves in your books.
Yeah.
So how I was introduced to you,
Yeah.
I get it. You know what media is? People don't know how you... I could easily say, yeah, when I was reading your book, I would be lying, and I'm not that guy, right? So my PA, she loves your work. She really does.
She really does. She's been raving.
Yeah, and she was like, you guys have to have her. You have to have
So
her.
much
And
so
we're
like,
like,
why?
why?
I'm gonna ban these books in this office.
Oh wow.
We're going to ban these books in the office.
I suspect,
Otherwise, I won't be here.
also very
Also
true.
true. Also
I suspect that from her, so from these stories that are so real and so, whilst it is fiction, but it's these are real people.
Yeah.
You can society.
Yes, you can.
Letters written. There's been feedback.
Yes.
Is there one that stands out? It can be from either one of these books, but where somebody wrote back and said, "This is what reading this did for me."
But for me, I had plenty of letters, especially people coming out. They say, I can speak.
Coming
to
out
you,"
as-
in like their sexuality, and finally being able to say this is me. But they were comfortable to because they needed.
This would have been
someone
from
to speak to,
Unspoken Truth. Yeah.
But I think one that touched me was one of my readers. She bought she says she had always suspected that, her father was gay.
Wow.
Her father
Yeah.
has always been, single all her life. So she just bought the book and gave it to him.
Yeah.
And he read. And afterwards, he was in tears. And he was like, how did you know? So,
Wow. No. Got goosebumps. You
Yeah.
can't just blow past that like
I
this.
know.
Thing, one of your readers bought the
Bought the
book,
book,
read,
gave
said,
it to
I
the
see my
father."
father in this book. Didn't know that the father was gay, but
Yes,
suspected it.
Suspected.
Sure.
So it was her way of saying, if you really are, it's safe for you too.
That's crazy. That's
Yo,
just,
that's like,
Yeah.
that's insane.
yo, man.
I know. But I'm a crier, so this was a
So-
book launch. She was telling me about book launch. So
When
I
I
was
say,
like, yes.
we keep up on closity, man.
And I am creating a safe space for people to be able to.
Yeah.
I'm creating a safe space for these conversations to happen.
Because I guess that's important to them, especially mentally, because if you can come out of that closet and then start living your life the way you read.
The authentic way.
Yeah, okay.
And it's also for the people who are homosexual. It's like for you, when you read it, then you have that sense of, I need to do better as a human being.
Yeah.
Wherever I'm going, I need to create a safe space for people to be able to live
To-
their truth.
yeah.
So
It's such an important thing.
It
is.
Sometimes like we judge people for not being themselves, but
Yeah.
we scarcely question if we create the
If we're
room,
creating the room,
the safety, because
Yeah.
these things are visceral issues.
Yeah.
These are not just, I just want to come out. These are fears. People are afraid of rejection, are afraid of, and sometimes
And
even
it happens.
physical.
And it happens.
fear.
We know our country. We know as much as we have the freedom.
Yeah.
But it's still a long way to go for
Yeah.
people to live there. Like, it's easy in big cities where everything is just okay. But those small towns, those small places where it's not seen as a norm, then it's difficult for someone to live their own truth there.
It is 9:57, which essentially means we've got about 2 minutes left with you. If you're just joining us, sorry for you. You're going to have to go back and rewind and watch this whole interview. We're chatting to Phumza Shabangu about her series of books that she's written, but also, more importantly, her writing journey and what inspired of art. The most recent book is Strum My Pain.
Yes.
Talk to us about Strum My Pain.
Strum My Pain deals mostly with a girl's insecurities.
Yeah.
She's dark skinned, she's really
Dark
being told
skin
that
girl.
she's ugly, yes. So all her life. So those insecurities, fester and grow inside of her until, she succumbs to that notion that, what, I should be invisible if I enter the room because then I'm this person.
Breaks my heart
And
again.
but it does happen in our society because then people look at you at face value, what's your complexion, and be like,
Yellow bone.
yellow bone. And that's also, I don't think it's healthy for the light skin. My kids don't like that because they're light skin. So it's that, if we keep planting those seeds in our kids' minds, it just grows and festers and becomes ugly within them. So these characters, I take this character to navigate through that and her self-discovery and, becoming her own woman and realizing her self-worth and all of that.
Come
But
on with it.
Of course, there's love because it's romance novel.
And you just can't help yourself. Look how giddy she got. She's like, I'm coffee.
That seems a bit light. I could
No, that
read
was
that.
light. That was light.
Well,
and sweet.
I'm going to encourage everybody to, for Christmas, you got to get
Yes.
gifts. So
Yes, yes,
please
yes.
get yourself this order. So if I do want to get them and buy them, because you're self-published, are you in the big retailers?
I am in the big retailers. I
Okay.
had to get a distributor to get me there.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
you find me at CNA, Exclusive Box, Bargain Box.
Fantastic.
And
Wow.
Unspoken Truth is also on Amazon.
Wow.
Amazon. So yeah.
There you have it, guys.
Yes.
Sis Phumza, I'm
Yes.
so excited about what your next book is going to be. I'm almost tempted to ask, do you already...
It's coming out in January.
Oh, really?
Yes, something about you.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
About me?
Yes, about you.
Hey, man,
Kinchebe Amo. It's that beard. It's that beard.
I didn't know you knew me.
Well, you must look out for it. Look out for it. It's called Something About
You.
You. It's coming out in January. Look out for it at all major retailers, I'm
sure
assuming as well.
Nomthandazo is chuffed about it.
Nomtana is probably, she's hacked your system and she's got it already.
She's probably got it already.
Yeah, the unreleased copy. She's got.
Just go crazy. Right?
Thank you so much for making time to come and
It's been
spend.
a pleasure. Thank you for having me, guys.
Are
This
you
was fun.
on any social media platforms?
Facebook, Phumza Mfubu, which is my maiden name, Shabangu.
Okay, and it's Phumza without an H, eh? So it's
Yeah,
Pumza.
P-U-M-Z-A,
Yeah.
yes. And on Twitter, it's Phumza _
Fantastico.
On It's at Pumza Shops.
Oh, there we go.
And that's how we wrap up the morning's show. It is now 10 a.m., which means it's time for us to say goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
That's his
This was
beard.
fun.
Those are his arms, and he's attached to them. We call him Mo. Have yourself a fantastic week. We know Kifis TV. Be careful,
careful,
please,
guys. Please wear your mask,
Second
guys.
wave,
Keep
yeah,
safe.
Rebach. I mean, can you
Yeah,
relax?
social distancing.
Yeah, even here we're social distancing. I mean, look at us.
I'm not even in camera.
That's how distant you are.
That's how distant I am. You can just hear my voice. Like an omnipresent voice, like God.
Oh, wow. I'm an omnipresent voice. Jeepers. Oh, well, it wouldn't be KG Live if we didn't wrap it up the way we need to, which is with Jamie's Jam. That being said, be kind, live, love, learn, and as is always, listen.
Peace
always, always listen. Here's Jamie's Jam.
Right, I hope you had a great week and are having a great weekend. Don't forget to share love, joy, and peace and share positivity. Don't forget that don't wish something, you have to work for it. Work for your wishes. I love you guys. Let's go jam.
You're listening to KG.
Put my name with yellow hearts. Her favorite color like the stars. I didn't listen very hard when she told me she was crazy from the start. Put my name with yellow hearts. Yeah, she said she was a work of art. Work of art. I didn't listen very hard. Crazy from the start. I just hope it rolls so slow. Here comes the train, I'll let it go. Ain't got nobody on my phone. Don't like being all alone. I couldn't keep it with the trends. So good at welcoming amends. It's been a while since I heard her say